to follow CC and Rodri. Welcome to episode 7 of the Paranoia. And yeah, welcome back to the Paranoia episode 7. And I need you to understand something before we go 1 second further. This is not a normal week of transfer window that has passed. Yeah, last week wasn't a normal week, and we had a lot of good rumors, deals that were completed. And Rodri has told Man City he wants out. Real Madrid are circling. Liverpool are about to drop one on this G winger. Nobody thought Liverpool really needed. And Arsenal fans are still, yeah, precision is exposing every single club and every manager who hasn't gotten the business done is starting to sweat on camera, and is deadline panic is starting to show because deadline day is in 3 weeks to come. And yeah, and it has officially begun. This is the Corona, and I'll rate every deal. I'll give you not a PR, not a percentage the clubs they want you to believe. Confirmed, almost done, 50-50, dead, and that's it. Not in between. And let's get into it, and I'll let the intro play in before we get back to it. Now, come
Welcome to
on.
Football Overseas, your favorite sports hub where passion meets sports. Whether it's club football, international tournaments, or global leagues, we bring every game, every story, every debate straight to you. During the international break, every continent comes alive on our channel, Eurovision, all things Europe, Nations League, Euros, FIFA WC qualifiers. Goal Plus Africa, Africa's Heartbeat, AFCON, CHAN, COSAFA Cup, FIFA WC qualifiers. Libertadores Vision, South America Uncovered, Copa Libertadores, Copa America, WC qualifiers. Silk Dynasty, Asia Spotlight, Asian Cup, WC qualifiers. Harambee Stars Unleashed, everything about Kenya's national team. When club football dominates, we go deeper. United Frontline, the ultimate Man United fan experience. Echoes of Anfield, Liverpool like you've never seen it. House of Galacticos, Real Madrid Uncovered. Premier League Game Month Show, stats, analysis, insights every 4 game weeks. Champions Crystal Ball, UEFA Tournaments, Club World Cup, Super Cup predictions. Final Whistle Debate Show, the hottest sports topics debated by experts, every 6 weeks. Deal Paranoia, transfer window coverage you can't miss. And for weekly predictions? We cover everything: Premier League, Championship, FA Cup, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, League One, DStv Premiership, T20 Cricket, F1, Women's Super League, international tournaments, and much more. Why subscribe? Because we don't just show games, we predict, analyze, debate, and break the stories that matter. From transfers to tactical battles, from managerial appointments to live watch-alongs, Football Overseas gives you the edge no other channel does. This is your hub for global sports, where every match counts, every opinion matters, and every fan belongs. Subscribe, join the debate, and fuel your passion. The game doesn't wait, and neither should
Yeah, welcome back to the Deal Corona Show, and this is episode 7 on the Football Overseas channel. Before we begin, make sure you like the stream, make sure you comment down where you're watching, each club you're watching, and what club you're supporting this season, because it is a hot summer and we'll be going to the transfer rumors that were occurring from the week of 26th July, a week of 2nd August. So that's what we'll be covering, and that's the latest news. Yeah. So yeah, Rodri has told Man City that he wants out, and Real Madrid are circling, and Liverpool are about to drop 100 million G winger. Nobody thinks that Liverpool really needs 100 million for Barcola. Is it really worth it? Arsenal fans, yeah, and Bruno Guimaraes to Arsenal is confirmed, done, settled. Precision is already exposing every single club for every club. Every club is seeing what they need in the squad ahead of the new season, and every manager got their business done in terms of what the squad needs and they want strengthened as well. The players want to be sold as well. Not every club has done their business yet. And the deadline is asking them in 4 weeks' time, and it has officially begun. This is the Paranoia. I'll rate every deal. I'll give you the real percentage, not the PR spin, because I know on the media, some media will say this deal is confirmed. No, not some deals are confirmed. Then and on the media, some deals they say some deals are almost done. Uh, some deals are not almost done. Some deals are 50-50 on the media. Some deals are actually almost done. And some deals are dead. And the media reports them as almost done. Those are PR talks. And as PR for those who knows what PR, that's public relations. So sometimes some clubs can release some news to journalists so that they can keep their public relations with their fans high when it could be fake news. Yeah. So let's get into it. The first segment is Rodri to Real Madrid. Yes. Yeah. So we start off of Rodri to Real Madrid. Short, what's the update? Real Madrid has made first contact with Man City. Fabrizio Romano and Sky Sports have confirmed that Real Madrid are preparing an offer around 50 to 60 million of the range of the back of Rodri's World Cup Golden Ball, Golden Ball, and City are holding out closer to around 8 million given his level but since and 2027 each hands Man City are leverage. Each other Rodri Man City sells now or for a fee or they risk a cut price exit next summer or they reach a cut price exit or yeah they reach they risk eh yeah they risk a cut price offer in the winter or they sell for free next summer. So it's up to them on those two things. Buying club feasibility of this deal is a 65% chance of happening. It was upgraded from a 50-50 chance. This is because back in the last episode, and Madrid was still deciding whether they really want to go for Rodri. Now they've decided. That's City are negotiating and not refusing. So both clubs are willing. Has put up that the target, their price tag of 80 million. Man City, Madrid are preparing an offer, and both clubs are willing to negotiate. So that's why it's 65% chance of happening right now. Buying club, it seems, yeah, buying club that will benefit out of this is in Madrid. Real Madrid is getting a Ballon d'Or caliber defensive midfielder who will finally solve Mourinho's number six problem, and they get a leverage on price because of the contract situation. And City will not want to lose a player like Rodri's level for free next summer. Yeah, and not like Rodri is a fringe player. They're not going to lose him for free. So it's either Rodri will lose or they or maybe they sell him this summer. And yeah, selling club Man City. So Man City is losing, but it's a more of a caution blows. Man City is losing the captain and an identity player is brutal, but also back 50-60 million for a 39-year-old with 1 year left is also smarter than lose him for nothing as well. Yeah, it's smarter than lose him for nothing because I think they have an object extend until 2028. So yeah, also I think the biggest winner here is the player as well. The player and the club, player and Real Madrid are the winners. Player, the winner is because of he gets a new clientele, he gets a new challenge, and he's coming off the best individual year of his career, where he has won years of his career where he has won the Ballon d'Or, World Cup, and now he's moving to the Bernabeu. Has achieved all that he has achieved in the Premier League, so that's played. So the back is lunch is Real Madrid, because of City's hand was forced by the contract. City's hand is forced by a contract clock as well. Am I being hard? Yeah. And then next deal by Bruno Guimaraes to Arsenal. Newcastle's captain. Yeah. So what's the latest update on this deal? Yeah, this deal has actually moved pretty fast. Brazilian media has already claimed that this deal is quote completed, 70 million upfront and 10 million in add-ons. But Newcastle's side of the story is a bit messier. Sources on the the Tennessee side claims there's no formal bid that has even landed yet, and Bruno is still due back at the club's training camp. But a French newspaper claims that a fee has been agreed around 90 million. So it's about a saga of each paper to believe. So I think it's almost done. Is it confirmed? Probably not yet confirmed. Yeah, because you can never trust Brazilian sources. Yeah, so feasibility it is almost done. That is upgrade from a 50-50. Last time it was 60%, now it's 82%. And yeah, these are three separate outlets independently reporting a fee agreement in the same 24-hour is not some quite it's not noise. Yeah, that yeah, so this deal is in the whatever Newcastle PR machine is saying publicly. I don't think Newcastle will want to come out there and say they're losing the captain, so they try to play out the PR not more limited, but I think this deal is more of done. Yeah. Arsenal, Arsenal is the biggest winner of this. Arteta, Arteta gets a ball carrying, tempo setting midfielder who Arteta has chased since 2022. Imagine a midfield of Rice, Gomere, Gomares, and or Rice, Gomeres, and Eze, or something like that. Is adjoining Champions League title winning spine as well. Newcastle is losing in this deal because they're losing the captain, an emotional leader, and right as a new manager walks in, the club chaos is a worst is at the worst possible time, but also banking 80 plus million for who cleared them he wants out is the right call over a slow bleed out like last time, like what happened to Isak and Newcastle. Yes, Isak to Liverpool. That's better. And the player is a the player wins as well in this deal. The player gets his real football. They get to challenge for trophies, and they get a manager who will build a midfield around him. And Arsenal are getting the deal of the summer if this deal closes at 90 million euros. And Newcastle's timing, new manager, captain working, is genuine clashes and not just a headline. Now we move on to the second segment, that is the Man United corner. Yeah, yeah. Actually, I watched that half, and I would like to say before I move on to this corner and talk about United, my club, I'd like to say something. That comeback, attacking football was good. Attacking football for my club, I'm actually proud of that attacking football. We even though sloppy, but yeah. Well, but again, we move on to Kevin Kerry. How you doing? Yeah, big up, man. Shout out to the guy. Yeah, so Baleba, Brighton to Man United is. I don't think United is interested in signing this player. I feel like this player is just move to come to United, and I know last summer we were interested to sign the player. We we rejected signing the player for 100 million back then last summer. The player was interested. The player begged for a move also throughout the summer. Also this summer, he's still begging for a move. So 2 summers begging for a move. Last season, he spent a season playing hot half of the season. Second half of the season, he played good football, revived himself. I think he even spent the first half of the season last season on the bench, coming off the bench. He had a bit of going through some mental health issues because his mentality went down after being denied a clean move. And I don't, I see United. The only reason why United will sign Baleba or go back for Baleba if Manokene's deal negotiations from Roma has fallen out of favor. That's the only reason why I see United going back for Baleba. But again, should we really sign Baleba? Yeah, Carrick needs a ball winning number six to sit in front of the back four, and Brighton will only sell for the number, and that number is not moving from 60 million. It's either 60 million or Man United walks away. And I think United wants to negotiate at a 50 million or 40 million. United being stingy as yeah, as fuck. Yeah. So this is a con genuine coin flip, and I think It is a 50-50 chance of happening, more of like a 30% chance of being realistic. Yeah, but in this market, and you never know what I thought we will not sign Tilsman. I thought we will not sign Andre Santos, and United spin them out of the basket from nowhere. So with United, you never know what happens. Now another, he has been thrown into he's linked. As United fans, we know he's heading out of Manchester, but we also know the destination he's heading out to. But we don't know each club is heading to, because one week is linked to Roma, the next week is linked to Juventus, next week is linked to Milan. So it's linked to many clubs, and yeah, so Italian clubs are looking after Zirkzee. They're looking for a loan with a buy option. United is looking for a permanent deal. That's a different structure. Um, if I feel like if Baleba comes in, someone in midfield or attack has to leave for squad balance and financial fair play within room. And Zirkzee has never nailed down a starting role under the new manager. So a loan might be needed to reset his value in Serie A. It makes sense for everyone, for the club, for the. I want as a United fan to get rid of the player. Yeah, I'll not want a loan. I want I want to get rid of the player permanently. Yeah, I'm tired. I see so Rashford do very well for Barcelona, and then Barcelona they buy up. So I'm tired of loan with a buy option. It, it should be a permanent deal. No more loans, unless no more loans with a buy option. Yeah. Then Rashford is something of a story that is pissing me off. Rashford is a guy who can see he has a lot of potential, a lot of things. If he can just with Rashford, if he can just stay consistent, he can be the best winger in the moment. I'm yeah, in the moment he can be the best winger in the Premier League if he can stay consistent. But Rashford and consistency they don't work together. So well, when Rashford sees consistency, he works opposite. So I think United to United's journey, Rashford's journey with United has to come to an end, and Rashford has to stop at a station called Italy, and in Italy he has to stop called Rome, where we can drop off Rashford there for a loan with a buy option. Roma is looking for that. I think they will have when they're having talks with Manocone, United are having talks with Manocone. He United mentioned Rashford in those talks, and I think they are trying to Rashford in those so that they can reduce the final fee, and hopefully it is a buy. Hopefully it is a permanent deal. I don't want a long, a permanent deal in United. So don't be scammer. So don't be cheeky and scam us. That's sell the guy, get the money in, and go buy players. Still need a left wing. We still need to fix that midfield. Yeah, where we have a Casimo's replacement, where we have a left back replacement, and centre back. For goodness sake, we cannot go into the summer with 3 fit centre backs. Tell me, have 5 centre backs, but Lisandro Martinez has shown to us that he's injury prone. The lead has assured us that it's either he gets injured or he gets ended. It's one of those two. So in terms of reliability, we only have three centre backs, two that are young, yeah, that have not played in the top four leagues, and one senior centre back that is Maguire. And you have to do a game season with one centre back, one senior centre back. So for sure we do need one extra centre back there as well. Yeah, United needs to fund incomings. Yeah, and Roma, yeah, Roma wins here because Roma gets a proven Premier League goal threat on a cheap relative ceiling. Question I want to ask us United fans is what actually saves Michael Carrick's season in 26-27? Is it the outgoings or the incomings? Because like it is the incomings. If we don't land a Casimo's replacement, I'll be telling you, I'll be if we don't hire a Casimo's replacement in this summer. And the window will be a disappointment if we don't land a Casimo's replacement. And so far, we haven't landed a Casemiro replacement. And I know you're telling me how have we not signed two midfielders in Tillsman and Santos. Four Casemiro left. United needed squad depth, needed someone to rotation for Kobe. We need someone to replace Igate. That's number two. So we are we already did first two before Casemiro left. Now he does need a player to replace Casemiro. Yeah. If we don't get a replacement, a left back, and then if we don't get a left back and we let Harry go, and we don't get a Casimo's replacement, this window, in regardless of what we have done, it is going to be because of who leaves this club. It will be the same story, same thing, and we should start making these players accountable. No, no, not these players, this club accountable. Yeah, the next corner is a Chelsea corner. Actually, this corner, I was looking at the deals I was going to for this corner, and I was like, Chelsea signed these players. Wow, I'm surprised. Jordan Henderson to Chelsea, Brentford to Chelsea. It is a deal you didn't expect to happen one day. A former Liverpool player moving to Chelsea. Obviously, we'll have expected Jordan Henderson to be still to we expected him to be either retired or to be playing in those small leagues, but he's still in the Premier League. Brentford signed him experience, and Chelsea signed him on a free for experience still. Similar story, yeah, for experience leadership and also Champions League squad, and also was scored well and was bad about this deal. Yeah, so it's a low risk business as well. So it's a rotational player. Well, back to Chelsea. It is a confirmed 4 million striker. 4 million. Yeah, he's a squad striker for buttons, really. I don't think there's anything this guy. The better thing I think for Welbeck, I'll have told him to come to United than to choose Chelsea, come home than to go to Chelsea, but he chose to go to Chelsea. And United were not interested anyway. Clearly, the question I want to ask you, Chelsea fans, is with the signing of Welbeck and Henderson last week, is this smart squad building or is it smart squad building of changing squad strategy where are not just sign up players to experienced players now, or is it Chelsea filling out numbers while the bigger targets stall elsewhere? Because these are my honest thoughts. These are two low cost Lama signings in 1 week, says a club managing margins and not one chasing a title. This is it is true that they need to first compete for yourself to compete for qualifying for yourself. Yeah. Mm, yeah. So these are the Roma mill. Yeah. Chalabao to Como is an 85% deal done. It is practically signed. It does waiting on medical logistics. Goals to Villarreal. That's 90%. 2 million backup goalkeeper business. It is boring but basically done. Bridge to Nottingham million, 25%, 24 million. Fernand accepts the inevitable that they are going to lose their right back. I think also they accepted that when Bayern Munich was interested. Bayern Munich pulled out and signed, was it a player they went for instead? They went for Sabari instead. Yeah. And then Salah to Biscuits cut. This is 65% free agent. But there's momentum building up in that rumor. Emilio Martinez to Juventus. That is 50%, 100 million, 10 million. Yeah, 50%, 10 million. Juventus need a goalkeeper upgrade, but Villa needs the wages of, Villa needs the wage of Emilio Martinez. So both each other, but both clubs need each other, but it's a difference that is okay, it's not a done deal. Yeah, so Romero to Milan or to Barcelona. These are two suitors. Spurs are happy to cash either way because they don't mind selling Romero, and also they don't mind keeping Romero as well. Whichever way this deal works, it's a win-win in their favor. Into Milan and Barcelona, it's just up to them to agree. Romero wants to leave, so for all parties, this is it's a for Romero, it is no deal. Yeah, Laporta to Barcelona, 55%. Laporta is currently in Atletico Bilbao. It is for 14 million euros. It is a revived deal. So free wants a left-footed centre back option. Yeah, and then Ferran Torres to PSG is a 50%, 60 million euros. Yeah, yes, Barcelona is demanding 60 million for foreign tourists, and they'll be happy to take the fee of 60 million and reinvest. And then Neymar to Inter Milan, Inter Miami. Yeah, Neymar to Inter Miami is 50% free. The MLS farewell tour narrative writes itself again. And see for another goalkeeper, you're wondering why. I thought they have many goalkeepers because they don't know they replaced him. They replaced him. They sold him off, and they realized that maybe they make a mistake. They signed that kid from Lille. They sold him off. Then the number two is still there. That kid from Lille is not making it work. Then I think the number three is not making it work. So now they're looking for a third goalkeeper, and they're looking for the Japanese kid. Japanese wonder kid from World Cup, and it's a FIFA both depth signing and not a headline one. Yeah, Grealish to Al Hilal, that 50%. Man City is moving on from the Grealish story, and yeah, I think apart from that, so the biggest win is Romero, is Real Madrid. Real Madrid have hijacked. Real Madrid is the biggest winners of this week because number one, they have hijacked the Jan Demondes deal from PSG, plus the upgrade from Rodri. Arsenal is the biggest winner because they have closed in Gomez to being a done deal, and PSG is the biggest winner because they're selling Barcola and Colomeno and Kanin for huge fees while still landing Akili Oshe. So that's good. That big. Biggest losers this week is Newcastle. Newcastle. Newcastle are the biggest losers this week. They lost the captain. They have sacked the manager, and yeah, biggest losers is Man City, Rodri, and Stones the same window. Yeah, Leeds Leeds had that hijack in the same 7 days. They're also a big loser. Man United is a club that is officially panicking because they need a, a third midfield signing, and they have to choose yet between Baleba or Kone, and only the only exits are progressing but not progressing as they want. And Newcastle is panicking because of that is forming fast. And yeah, so apart from that, this is the Corona in the books. Three hijacks, two Chelsea signings nobody's excited about, and Rodri and Barcola and Bruno Guimaraes all moving from maybe to almost done in a space of 1 week. Deadline day is coming up in 4 weeks, and the panic is only going up from here. If this show really helped you win an argument in your group chat, like it, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, share it with a friend who is still in denial about the club's transfer window. Before you go, is each transfer window will completely break the internet if it became official this week. Drop, drop it below. I'll rate the best one out next episode. See you next week. Same panic, same corona, and I'm out of here. And make sure you scan the code up there. And see you guys on the next stream.
Thanks for watching Football Overseas. We're thrilled you joined us for today's action and analysis. If you enjoyed the stream, smash that like button, share with your football family, and subscribe to never miss a moment. Stay connected with us, Instagram at Foyt20.